Like many small towns in rural Australia, once pumping heartbeats of business and agriculture, Collarenebri has slowed to a faint pulse. But something that will never die is the town's enthusiasm for mud bombs. In one of the few shops still open downtown, Paul McDonald trades more yarns than fashionable clothing.
I run a clothes shop, family business, selling clothes, boots and children, ladies' wear.
But when he's not being king of Collarenebri couture, Paul fashions metal and motors into monsters of the mud.
Spare time, I do a bit of mud bombing, pig chasing, fishing, a bit of relaxing on the lounge. We have rules and regulations on what we can do to them. Tyre heights, axle heights, two-wheel drive vehicles only. My grandfather was the first to start off mud trials in Australia. Back in the late 44, 45 they started off.
One of Paul's regular yarners is legendary bombardier Max Burrell.
I was involved in the first trial. We started over in the fair block in the main street, and we had to go down under the bridge, back up the other side and round the bottom end of town out into the scrub. And we finished up back here that afternoon in the park, smothered in dirt and dust and crap. Oh, we had a lot of fun in them days. These were just old cars we got out of the yard and buddy put a set of chains on them and took them down there. And in them days we had a driver, a navigator, and two sitting on the back as pushers. When you got bogged, three jumped off and pushed. If you couldn't push him out further forward, you run round the front and then get on the front and pushed it backwards. If one bloke was pushing and he slipped it over heels and they run over the top of him. He's going backwards and they run over him and then they went forward again. You're just getting up and they run over him and they're going forward again. And they said, oh, where's so-and-so? He said, I'm here. He said, you run over me twice. He said, let me get some air.
In the 50s, a day in the mud was good, clean fun and something to dress up for. And the triumphant gladiators whose chariots won the day earned trophies and walked away with prizes like glassware, lampshades, picnic sets and silver-plated serving trays. These days, the bombs are still going off, the motors are bigger, and the crowds are just as excited. And for Paul in Big Steve, the thrill of the race and the love of the mud still sticks.
All hell breaks loose. We're just going, there's mud flying everywhere, there's water going out the holes, then there's dust in your eyes, mud in your eyes, bouncing, the co-passengers hanging on and trying to tell us where to go because the chains on the dry dirt just throw up that much dirt and dust.
I'd have to say the most dedicated chainman in the business right there in front of you, folks.
Definitely fun. Puts a smile on our face when we go and we've still got a smile when we're coming home, whether we break or we win or whatever happens. Everyone has a ball.